all right? As I push your leg, you're going to pull my arm up, right? Which is normal. Now, that arm is kind of like my, in my reach. So then I'll go on your arm, I'll go on your lapel, and then I'm blocking your leg again, and then I'm moving towards that side, okay? And a lot of times what happens, as people understand what I'm doing, they raise their leg, and as right away I take my knee out, and then I'm fighting back. So that creates another problem, because a lot of people, they get here, but they don't secure the technique. So what the people do, they just move their leg out, and they attacking you again. So I will never get out of a bad position to a bad position. So if your position here is kind of stable, and you try to get out, and you go here, he raises his leg, and then you keep spinning, and then you give your back, all right? So you coming out to a bad position, to a worse position, expending energy, expend time that you might not have to fix your problem later on, all right? So I always gonna go, if I get here and things are getting bad, and then I know he can take my back, I'll go back, okay? That's just to understand that, because I see a lot of people, they rush into escape, and then they give something even worse later on, and now they're being submitted. So what's the point, okay? So first you have to defend yourself, you have to survive, and then you can create whatever you want, right? So I really like to do that. So what I do, a lot of times people start attacking me, so you can choose whatever attack you want. So then I have your arm. As soon as you attack me, as Peter said one time, the more control you have, like the more you go to from passing the guard to side control to mount, you actually amount of attacks, they get smaller and smaller. Now he has my neck and my arms to attack, okay, but my legs are away, so there's no leg attack at that very moment. Okay, so I understand that if the hand is going on my lapel, it's a choke, all right? And then, but the problem is, like, if you keep spinning, that can turn into a arm bar. So I don't want that, so I'll stay flat on the floor and just kind of attack the arm, okay? Move your leg over, because it's important, but keep your elbow in so he doesn't climb. Because every time your elbows go out of your ribs, then you get a problem, right? So first thing, you get the arm, but you lock your elbows, so your leg cannot come forward. In that matter, I can always block your leg here. Because if your knee is too far forward, then I can't block. As I go, you're gonna just raise that knee, all right? So you have to stop your opponent's ability of moving, and then you're right there. So now you can go on that side. I love the deck escape, because what he does is just use motion to lock your leg and not your power. Okay, so that he's just start moving that way. Yeah. If I keep going, I'll just finish my roll. He didn't show finishing the roll, but you have the option. So basically what he did, he showed if you go that way and your opponent pays so much, then you can block and then go on the leg and you escape that way. Right? So I just shoot my first escape first. If it works, I just keep going. Even if the guy is heavy, that's what I'll do. And if I get here and you're over there and then you defend, sometimes I just push this leg down. Not even the other one, even though that one is it's up, I'll just push that down and move my hip out, because this leg is high, so it's easier for you to move your leg out. Does that make sense? But always combine. Never settle for one technique, because if your opponent defends that particular technique, by the time you're setting up the next one, he's gonna settle in and defend the next one. So always combine, okay? So one of the things I used to do, let me go back. I'll go here right away and then wait for the guys to raise their knee and try to pull my hand. And I will make a grip, because I can't lose that leg, and then scoop my hips towards you, so I create a space for my knee. If I move all the way across, you just put that knee back down, right? So as you push, I move there, and then you can get your guard back. You can go deep half, you can go X guard and you can do other stuff. Concepts, right? Always do 2 or 3 escapes in your mind, so you take whatever it gets available to you. That's the matter of escaping. It's just like I see a lot of people, especially lower belts, of course, on the side control escapes. And they want to reposition their guards. They want to reposition their guards. But once my hand is in front of their legs, there's no more reposition. You just try to muscle your way in. So what I do, I go reposition. So my opponent runs to my head, I go double leg. As he moves back, then I can reposition my guard again. All right? And he defends that. And then he understands what I'm doing. Now he's going to lower it so he can control better. I push your shoulder. Then you can return, or you can turn on the other side. But then again, I have options that I can do those things. So my opponent's always gassing. You know, he's not having a free ticket riding on top of you. Okay, so you always try to get something out of it, and then make yourself in a better position, a position that you get a little comfortable. But I do never want to hear someone saying, especially brown and black belts, oh, I stay here because I want to rest. That is a lie that you're telling yourself. That is the moment that you should be bumping, pushing, risking, getting out. You know, I'm going to say the crazy horse thing. You bump the hell out of it. You like, you know, go up and down, push the leg, control, do something. But get the hell out of there. Then you stop and you can breathe. All right? I've heard someone saying to me one time, it's like, oh, I let him pass because I was tired. I was like, really? How'd that work for you? Oh, it was great. I rested. And then he tapped me out. But that was lucky. I was like, yeah, sure.